Hi, I'm Michael Senoff, founder and CEO of HardToFindSeminars.com. For the last 5 years, I've interviewed the world's best business and marketing minds. Now my challenge is to build the world's largest free resource for online, downloadable audio business interviews. I've learned a lot in the last 5 years, and today I'm going to show you the skills you need to survive.
Okay, this is Jay Gould with Michael Senoff of HardToFindSeminars.com. He owns and operates that website and other websites. Michael, are you there?
I'm here, Jay. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. Thank you for having me.
Michael, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background, how you got started into websites and how you got started as a home worker and a home business owner?
Okay, that's a great question. It's a big question, but unfortunately, I'm going to put you off on that question, and I'll tell you why.
Sure.
Because it would take a long time. So what I'm going to do in a matter of interest, because I want to provide your listeners the best material and the best information I have, but if I have something on my website, I'm just going to direct your listeners to that. So I have an entire section on my website at HardToFindSeminars.com, and if you look for the section that says Bio, I have 4 or 5 pages outlining from baby pictures all the way until present. So you can get my entire story. I took time and wrote it all out for people who want to know about me, and it's all there, and it's probably presented better than what I would be able to ad-lib and tell you right now. So that's probably going to be the best thing.
That's HardToFindSeminars.com. It's all one word and no dashes, correct?
All one word, no dashes, HardToFindSeminars with an S.com.
Yes, and I checked that out myself, and I asked you because I did see your background, but you're right, that is very elaborate. I mean, you tell everything there is to know about yourself, every trial and tribulation that you've been through, it seems.
Well, I did it for a reason. I'll tell you why. Because on the Internet, with such an impersonal medium, with just images of websites and words, you've got to have a way to build a trust with your customer. And people want to know who the hell they're doing business with. So I figured, why not tell them who the hell I am?
That's one of the things I talk about in my course. You're breaking down credibility right off the bat. You're showing credibility about yourself.
Exactly. Most people on the Internet, they hide behind an email address, and so what I did is I got it.
Answer them half the time.
Yeah, exactly. So I got it right out front, and I provided actual proof of everything I said in my bio, backing it up with pictures, proof that everything I'm saying is true. And that's another important thing. So it's all about establishing credibility and establishing trust with the person on the other end of that computer.
I agree 100% with that. I mean, I put my phone number on there. You put your phone number all over your website on the bottom of every page, I noticed.
Every page.
Yep, and you also, I'll get into that in a few minutes, but you do have a very professional phone recording when people call in. Everything you do is professional, and you have to show credibility, and you break down the trust barrier right away.
Well, that's what I try to do. It's all about image, and that's what we want to do. We want people to trust you, because if they don't trust you, they're not going to buy from you.
So you do work from home, though, even though when they call, it does seem like it is like a huge organization, it seems like, but it's really a smaller operation that you're running, and you work from home. Is that right?
I work right out of my house, and we'll probably get into that a little bit more, but I'm in what used to be my garage, which was a 2-car garage, which we converted and put carpet in here, nice couch, beautiful desk, computer, so it is now an extension of a single-family home that I live in here in Claremont, which is an area in California, and I am a one-man show right in my house. I'm sitting in my garage right now talking to you.
Well, can you describe to me a typical day in the life of Michael Senoff, maybe when you wake up or once you start working at home?
All right, I'll give you a typical day, and it will depend because my wife works 3 days a week. I have 2 young children. I have an 18-month-old and I have a 4.5-year-old. So my wife works 3 days a week, usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So let's take today, for example. It's Thursday. Woke up around 6 o'clock. My younger one's getting a cold, so he had a rough night. Woke up at 6 o'clock to him crying, so we got the baby up, or the 18-month-old up, and spent a little time with him. Then I usually try and sneak off into my office and just check some of my emails, because usually I have a ton of emails, and you and I both know how much time it takes sifting through the junk, and so I'll go through my
your email and your website, you get a lot of spam from those programs that pick them up.
Yeah, you do get a lot of spam, and so I go through my email. I spend some time with my kids, maybe around 7:30. My other son wakes up, and we hang out. We have breakfast. Then I'll take a shower, and then we'll get my older one ready for school. I have a nanny that comes in 5 days a week. So my wife takes off her work around 7, and I have a nanny who comes in at 7 to help with the kids. And
so you can get some business done?
Yeah, so she'll come at 7. My child goes to school. He has to be there at 9, and I have to take him. So I take him to school, and then I come back. And like right now, we started at 9:30, so I've got from about 9:30 till about 3 without any interrupted time. Well, I don't want to say any interrupted time because I do have interruptions and crises that always happen through the day, but at least while we're talking for the next 2 hours, I've made sure not to have any incoming calls, no interruptions from outside sources, so I'm good till about 3 o'clock, and my son's playing at a friend's house, so I'll pick him up after that. Usually I wrap my day up around 5 as far as in the office here, because then we'll family time, have dinner, spend some time with the kids.
That leads me into something that I wanted to, a lot of the people, myself included, when I first started, especially with the website, people will read your bio when they go to hardtofindseminars.com. They'll see that you were not always involved in the internet, because the internet wasn't around when you first started. You were just an entrepreneur at heart.
That's right.
But even as a regular home business owner, you can find yourself being consumed by your home business that I found, and you can be putting in a ton of hours, but you have to limit yourself. You can't make that your obsessed lifestyle. Is that basically what you try to do? You try to set a schedule for yourself similar to going to a job, but once you go into that room, that's your job for the day, and then you come back to the family later.
Well, I know how you are. You're probably a lot like me. You're a total entrepreneur, and we love to work on our businesses. Yeah. So we don't look at it as work. It's probably one of the top 3 things we'd rather be doing all the time.
Yeah.
So absolutely, I have to say family first. Family is always first. Then my next favorite thing is my business. That's usually second, Family, friends, my business, and then other things. So it depends on what point of my life I'm in. Right now I have a lot of projects going on. Things are going very well. I don't have any crises in my life. So whenever you have something smooth, no one's sick, no one's in the hospital, you're not caring for someone, and you have a smooth section in your life, I take advantage of it because life is full of crises. So I'm going to take as much advantage of this time while things are pretty smooth sailing as I can. So after the kids go down to bed, my wife usually goes to bed pretty early. I'll just come back in the office, and sometimes I'm up till 12 and 1 o'clock at night doing some work.
Yeah, I find that a lot with myself. So believe it or not, people listening to this are going to say that's not possible, but I'll wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning. I wake up a little bit later than most people, but that's one of the flexibility of having your own business. And I'll stay up working about 18 to 20 hours in a day because it doesn't feel like work. I'm not doing it straight like you would at a job, sitting in a cubicle. I may go out to the post office, or I may stop down at Staples, or go over to a friend's house for an hour and take a break, or maybe hit Wawa. It's a convenience store.
Right.
My day is broken up, but when I come back and I'm in the office, I'm on my laptop, and it just feels like leisure time. You're just kind of messing around.
Yeah, it's very relaxed. You're in your own environment. You're not around people you don't like. Sometimes it is work, And
a lot of times, there are times that I can find myself, you get frustrated because you do come across, like you said before, a couple crises. And on a website, a crisis could possibly be like a marketing strategy that you were using is no longer becoming effective. It may start to lose it's run its course, so to speak, and you start to say to yourself, wow, I got to really start searching for something or trying different routes here. This isn't as successful as it was in the past. And I find that with some of my websites. Sometimes things have run their course, or maybe a market that I'm involved in, a target market, has gotten really oversaturated, and I realized that it was coming, but now it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty and the dirty work and start to really think again.
Hi, it's Michael Senoff with hardtofindseminars.com. Thanks for watching this video. Many of my interviews last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes even up to 2.5 hours long. They're actual mini seminars, and you've just listened to a short sample of just one of over 117 hours of exciting, hard-hitting, mind-blowing interviews on how to make money in direct mail, advertising, copywriting. I assure you, there is not a resource anywhere anywhere on the internet or on the planet that comes close to the free information I provide at hardtofindseminars.com. So go right now to hardtofindseminars.com and you'll have free access to 117 hours of audio interviews with typed word-for-word downloadable transcripts and downloadable MP3 files. Please browse some more of the videos or go right directly to hardtofindseminars.com. Thanks for watching.